Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Purpose Summit. I'm Sue Erda. I'm here with Margie Ruiz today, and we are so excited to be here with you. I love this summit because I get to speak with and introduce you to these amazing co-authors of the upcoming book, Women Living on Purpose. They have such great energy, such great wisdom, life wisdom, the stuff that we all have, right? We've been here for a long time. We have all experienced lots of different things. And what they're here for in this summit is to help you on your own journey of purpose, to help you live more fully into your purpose, to discover your purpose, to just feel that feeling that feels so good when we know we're living on purpose. So I'm so happy that you are listening today and you're here with us. And because I know you are on your own journey of purpose too. So thank you for doing that. So I'm going to read a brief introduction of Margie, and then we will get started talking with her. Margi Ruiz is a successful entrepreneur, missionary, coach, and speaker. Originally from Puerto Rico, she now lives in sunny Florida with her hubby of 21 years and their 4 children. She is a graduate of Texas Christian University. After years of hiding mental health issues in her home, Margie had let herself go completely. Exhausted and numb, she started a journey of self-development that led her to wake up, pray up, and boss up to completely change her life. She is passionate about helping other moms wake up, pray up, boss up as they navigate their families through the chaos of mental health. And Margie, I am happy to talk with you today. How are you?
I am so excited to be here. Thank you so much for this opportunity. This whole experience of this book has been amazing. And I'm just so excited that people are out there starting to see it. So thank you for including me in this.
Me too. I'm so happy to talk to you. You are such a light. I'm looking at you and I just see the light shining from you. So thank you for that. I love that you're here. I love that you decided to participate and share yourself this way, because I know it's just stepping into something new and you're doing a lot of that these days, which I'll be really happy to talk about. But tell us how you got here. Tell us a little bit about your personal journey.
Oh my gosh, girl. It makes me cry to hear you say that, because for so many years I was not a light. I didn't feel like a light. My light was dim. So let me backtrack a little bit. I am Margi Ruiz. I was born Margarita Ruiz. So for my Latinas out there, I was born in Puerto Rico. Moved to Texas when I was 11. So I call myself a Texarican. So if you hear a little Latin in me and a little Southern in me, it's all me, right? But I started this journey, I got to tell you, about 4 years ago. So I was, like you said in my intro, I was done. I was experiencing no joy in my life, even though I have a beautiful family, a beautiful home, a husband, and everything else. I just was numb, exhausted, and I knew there really was a problem when on several occasions I woke up with my shoes on, because I was literally too exhausted to take them off the night before. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but I literally was waking up, go, taking care of everyone but myself. And there was nothing to be left. And really, I was inside, I was praying, like there's gotta be something else. And, we never know what messages God's gonna send or what angel he's gonna send, right? But a friend of mine, Christy, actually invited me to learn about her business, which is kind of a funny story, but I looked at her like she had 3 heads. I was like, dude, there's no way that I can add one thing to my schedule. Like, there's just no way. But I agreed to go with her. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I had been stalking her a little bit because she always seemed so relaxed, and her husband and her were at field trips together. And I wrote about this in my chapter, but I remember one day, what really hit me one day, her husband, I walk into a field trip and he goes, "Oh, where's your husband?" And I was like, dude, did you see my husband at a field trip? Like, hell has officially frozen over. Like that just would never happen. I don't know if it's a Puerto Rican thing or this is just the way we were raised. You go to college, you go to work, and you work. And then hopefully one day you'll be able to retire. And I don't know what you do then. but that was the path we were on. And so I agreed to go on this walk with her. And it was like divine intervention. When she started talking to me, it's like my wheels start turning, realizing that there's a different way, that not everybody's living the way we were living, And what she had no idea at the time is that we were also having some mental health issues in our home. And that was exhausting in itself. And then what was really exhausting is that we were trying to hide it, acting like it wasn't happening, making excuses and things like that, which really was part of the problem. So that day on a whim, I said, I'm doing this. I'm going to join your business. And starting my own business started me in a journey of self-development. And, you know, they always say for, you know, when you have your own business, like a boss, right, that tells you what to do, you have to kind of work on yourself to be able to, you know, make this happen. And so I started this journey and I was addicted. I mean, I started with the books, and then I started with the seminars, and then the coaching, and I'll tell you what happened. It's really funny. You know, it's really easy when you either grow up with parents that have some mental health issues, or when you have some in your home. It's really easy to put all your focus on them. Is their issue? Is their this? Is their fault? Is there this? But then when you start this journey, you have to kind of flip that mirror and start looking at yourself. And it was a scary sight, right? It was, why was I so exhausted? Why was I doing all this? Why, you know, I really had to go into this journey of really doing the work, right? So I call it wake up. You know, my whole thing will wake up, pray up, boss up. Like, I was awakened, first of all. You know, awareness is the first thing. If you don't know there's a problem, you can't fix it, right? I had to realize that there was a problem. And then I had to pray up and just pray for guidance. You know, what is it that you want of me, right? And surrender a little bit of control, right? We all think we have this control, right? We plan our life, but we really have no control.
I know.
Right. So I prayed for guidance, and then I just had to boss up and do the work. And it was hard and at times very painful, but I'm so grateful that I've gotten to the other side of that. And hey, life is never perfect, right? But I look at things so differently now. And the biggest thing for me is that I had to learn to take care of myself first. And that was really hard for me. I just was all about being the perfect wife, the perfect mom, the perfect daughter, the perfect sister, and never took care of myself. So that was a really, really hard lesson for me. And now that I've gotten to the other side, one, I'm teaching my children by example that they need to do that as well. And number two, I am so passionate now to spread this message, because I think moms in particular, we just don't, we feel almost guilty taking care of ourselves. So that's kind of how I'm here. So when I heard about the book, it was just, wow, this is what I'm doing. This is what living on purpose and helping others do the same. So it was just a perfect divine intervention.
I love it. I love it. And I love that you said that about yourself. Like, you got to get real, right? And you're right. We live these, you know, these unconscious or subconscious programs, like, this is what you're supposed to do. This is how life's going to look and all that stuff. But then you're exhausted. And so you did that. And I also really love that you said about your kids, you know, that you're setting this example for them, because that's really what it's about, right? Being this example to say, hey, life doesn't have to be that way. It can be whatever you choose it to be. And you have control. Control's an illusion. I agree with you, but it's like, yeah, it's true, you know, but it's like, we got to do that stuff. And our families really do benefit as well. It's good for us. It's good for our families, good for the world. So it's all good stuff. Perfect. So I know, Margie, with your social media channels and stuff like that, you have, you call yourself Margi GP6. What does that mean?
I tell you, years and years ago, I read an article, this is before I even started this journey, that said that it's a really smart idea to have a family name. It gives the kids kind of like like I belong to something or whatever. So I don't know, I came up with this God plus 6. There's 6 of us, so God plus 6. So that's really what that means. And now, as I got into this business and putting myself out there, I really use it to keep my priorities straight. God, self, family, everything else, you know? And so it was important to me to keep that up front and center in everything I do, just so I never forget, lose my way.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. So it's simple, really a simple thing, but it's really profound at the same time. So that's good. I'm all about simplicity and ease. That's great. So, you know, you talked about, when you're telling us about your journey and what you've been through and how you decided to put yourself first, you know, like, so why is it so important for self first, especially for moms that are out there, or with people that maybe have dealing with mental illness issues in their own homes?
Yeah. Well, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to do a little show and tell. I figured that's the way. So I got a margarita glass because I'm Margarita, but, okay, so I want you guys to imagine, okay, this is you, and around here is your kids, your family, your church, your school, whatever, your whole life. Everyone's out here, right? And they all need you. They all need a piece of you. So if you try to pour out of this empty cup, there is no one in here that's going to be getting anything, right? So, and then what's going to end up happening is that you're going to end up falling and breaking, and then you're really serving no one. So I really like to show, if you fill your cup, and I'm not going to overflow my desk, but you get the idea. if I keep flowing this cup, what's going to happen? It's going to start overflowing. And then my cup is full, but everyone else's cup is getting full as well, right? So I want you guys to remember, this is so important, guys. And I know for moms, being self first is not selfish, it's actually selfless. You're actually being selfish by not taking care of yourself because you can't be there for anyone else. So that's why I'm so passionate about this. Fill your cup first, overflow in abundance to everyone around you. So that's why I'm so passionate about that.
I love that. And I love the visual. That's perfect because that's exactly what it's about. You know, we got to take care of ourselves first because you can't pour from the empty cup. Beautiful. And Margarita, I will never forget that. Margarita glass with you. Yep. So let's talk about a little more around self first. You know, I know you talked about your own journey and all of that was going on, but you have a real passion for this. You know, tell me more about that. Like, tell us more. Why is it so important that we got to do this? Because I'll tell you what, there's a lot of women saying, yes, but, yes, I know I have to do that, but. So tell us how we can, you know, do that and why are you passionate about it?
Well, let me tell you, and I hope I don't get emotional, and I probably will, but, you know, Sue, it's even so ironic because, you know, we seem to have it all together, right? And my husband had a good job. We had the nice house. We had the 4 kids. We were at church. It seemed everything, but I was falling apart. And I remember nights being in the bathroom floor crying, really thinking that God forgot about me, you know? And it was a painful ride that I was on that I had no idea how to get out. And it wasn't until I realized that it wasn't God that forgot about me. I forgot about me. You know, it was, I forgot about myself. You know, God gives us all the tools we need to be successful in life, you know, and not that he said life would be easy, but gives us the tools. I wasn't taking advantage of the tools I had. I wasn't doing my thing. So really for me, my passion is, if there's one person out there sitting on their bathroom floor thinking God forgot about them, if I can hold my hand out and yank them out and show them a different way, woo, gets me goosebumps. I mean, that's really what it's all about for me.
Yeah, I get that. And I feel that deeply, you know, because that's true. And we do forget about ourselves. We are constantly just putting ourselves aside. And I know that you have something that you help people to do that helps them to put themselves first, really first thing in the morning. So and you call it your morning routine. Tell us all about that, what it is, how we can get started, and let's do it.
Morning routine is my jam. Because when I first learned about this, you know, I was like I'm too exhausted to even add anything, you know, but again, it goes back to filling the cup. I had to commit to taking care of myself first. You know, before I help anybody else, I have to take myself first. So I started very easily. I started with 15 minutes in the morning. And at first I started with just my little 10-5-5 formula, which I'm going to gift to your audience. So I'm excited. I'll talk about that in a minute, but literally just starting my day with gratitude, with surrender, and prayer. That's how I started my days. And the thing about gratitude is that you cannot be angry and grateful at the same time. You can't be sad and grateful. It's proven. There's all kinds of studies you can look up. You can't do both. So gratitude is so important. And that's kind of how I started. And then once I started the journey, and I started with just 15 minutes, but then obviously that grew. And now every single morning, and I encourage my people to do the same. Every morning, you have to do something for your body, your mind, and your soul. Your body, number one. Sue and I were speaking before the interview. You know, we're both dealing with elderly parents, and it's just such a hard place. And we're all going to age. There's no doubt about it. But from my experience, for example, my dad, who's a big reason why I do what I do, he never took care of his health. And he tells me if he has one regret in life is not doing that. And he's really paying the price for it now. See, so sometimes we think that taking care of our body or going to the gym or exercising is about vanity, but it's really just about health and it's longevity, health, energy. So every single day, I'm going to encourage you to do something for your body. Number two, your mind. You have to protect the door of your mind. You have to, you know, we live, unfortunately, in a very negative world. You know, I mean, the news are negative, you know, bad news sells, not good news. So the news are always negative. Social media can get very negative. You have to protect your mind. So every day I encourage you to read something that's good for you, listen to something that's good for you. Like you're here today, so you can check off the box. You guys are listening to something good today. Listen to something that's good for you and really protect your mind. Really, really important. Number 3 is your soul. And I'm going to do another visual because I don't know if you know Master Co. He's this great guy that he travels with Tony Robbins. He's an expert in meditation and things like that. But he did this and it was just beautiful. So I want to share it with you. You know, we are a soul, right? So imagine this is your soul. And if you wrap a towel around, this is your body and your thoughts. You are not your body and your thoughts. And unfortunately, what happens is that we're letting our body and our thoughts run the show. Oh, I don't feel like going exercising. I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing that. But it's your soul that needs to be running the show, you know? And unless we make ourselves aware and we're opening ourselves to that, it's just so easy to fall back into bad habits, you know? So I'm going to empower you to let your soul run the show. And I do a morning routine challenge every like 3 months. So if they sign up for my gift, so let me go back to my gift. So if you sign up for this, you're actually giving me your email and I'll make sure to keep you posted. So by going to 1055formula.com, you can download your PDF completely free. There's no charge. And I really go through all the information, why you have to do this, some beautiful Bible verses, and then my little checklist. And I got to tell you, when I started this journey, I started on my own. My husband and I actually do this together every day. And I cannot tell you what it has done for our relationship and for just our peace of mind. And it's funny because sometimes for some reason sometimes you go in different directions. He went to work the other day and called me. He's like, we didn't do my thing. We didn't do it. And I actually texted it to him, and it just becomes a beautiful habit that really benefits your whole family. So I hope you guys enjoy that. It's totally free. I just want to give that to you guys.
That's great. So that website is 1055. Is that numbers or what is it?
Yes, it's 1055formula.com.
Great. And so what is that? Is that minutes? Is the numbers, are they minutes or are they things? 10
things you're grateful for. 5 things you're going to let go and let God. I cannot tell you the power of writing down. If you wake up and your heart is heavy with something, or especially moms, I got to do this, I got to do that. If you write that down and say, okay, God, I'm stressed about my interview today. I'm stressed about my kid's test. I'm stressed about, there's such a power in writing that down and saying, God, I give it to you. I trust you. And now that it's just and unless you try it, I can try to explain it to you, but it's just a releasing exercise. And then the other 5 is 5 things you're praying for. And what I think is so powerful about writing down the prayers is, for example, when someone asks you to pray for them and you say that you are, we do, but then you forget. So yeah. I love the fact we actually do it in a journal. And I love the fact that I can look back and see who am I praying for? And then also what gratitude I need to have for the prayers that were answered. It's just a beautiful exercise for your peace of mind, for just starting your day in a beautiful state.
Yeah, beautiful. I love it. Because you're right. It's these rituals that we create for ourselves that keep us on path, that keep us focused and centered and aware and living that conscious life that we want to live. So we can do that because life happens. There's a lot of stuff going on all the time, every single day. So That's great. Thank you for that. I'm going to get that gift. I'm looking forward to that. Hey. So Margie, I know you also have a program that you do, a really awesome program that is called Reclaim Yourself, Body, Mind, and Soul. Tell us about that.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I've been working really hard for about a year on this, and it all finally came together. I did my first one in April, and it was so beautiful. It's all about, the first day is all about waking up, right? Figuring out, where are you now? A lot of times we're so blinded because we don't take a moment to think, where are we really now? And where do we want to go? And then how are we going to get there? So the first day is all about self-analysis. And what's really beautiful about the way I do this is it's like a mastermind, right? So we get a lot of time to share with each other. And I found that the most beautiful thing of the whole thing was the conversations people were having with each other and really aha moments that you get from others' experiences. And then also that feeling of I'm not alone. Someone understands me, understands what I'm going through. So that was day 1. Day 2 is all about the tools. I have a nutritionist that comes in, a fitness expert that comes in and things like that, just to help you get started on this journey. So I have another one coming up. The date is not set. I apologize, but it's going to be end of July, 1st of August. We're just waiting on some technical stuff. But if you sign up for the gift, I'm going to have your email and I will make sure to get that out to you as soon as it's ready to go.
Awesome. It sounds wonderful, you know, to reclaim that mind, body, soul. I love that because it is. We need to integrate ourselves and stay on path. And like you went on this journey of self-development and you know, and look at you. You are such a light. It's beautiful. And now you're out there sharing it with everybody else. So thank you for doing that. You know, Margie, this has been great. I appreciate what you've shared. I know this whole self-first thing, this it's like a movement, self-first movement that you are creating for moms from your own experience is beautiful. So thank you so much for doing that. And also, I had the privilege of reading your story that is in the book. I know that listeners are going to love your story. It's very personal to you. It's very personal about your life. And, you know, for me, what it does, and I'm getting chills with this, for me, what it does is that it helps people know, hey, you can do this. You know, whatever it is, it might be tough and yours might be different than mine, but you can do this too, as long as you stay there and do what you say, wake up, pray up, boss up. So awesome. Thanks for being a part of this, Margie.
Oh my God, thank you so much. I loved it. And I got to tell you, writing that chapter was very healing for me, really healing for me. So thank you guys. I'm super excited. If I can help you in any way, you have my contact information, and wake up, pray up, boss up. You can do this.
Awesome. 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 I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much. And listeners, thank you. Thank you for being here because I know that you are on your own journey of living on purpose. And that is why you're here. And I love that because I think that's what the world needs, people to live their own purpose, because it's just all about us being connected in love and beauty. And that's what you're doing by working on yourself, self first, right? So that's very cool. So thank you for that. Be sure to buy this book, this new book, Women Living on Purpose, on our launch day. You can go to our website, womenonpurposebook.com. And on June 29th, that's our launch day, we have a 99-cent Kindle, one day only, 99-cent Kindle, or you can buy the paperback book there. And when you do that, when you bring your Amazon receipt number back to our website, you will be able to collect gifts from our authors and partners. We have about 35 gifts, I think. I don't know the exact number. You will love them. They're all just free, like ebooks, meditations, consultations, everything is free. It's a gift for you just for buying this book. So you'll love the book, you'll love the gifts, you'll love all of it, and you will feel more on purpose in your own life and feel like Margie does, be that shining light. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Continue to listen to the summit and buy that book on launch day, womenonpurposebook.com. Thanks, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.